everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. I do upload on Thursdays, but for the month of February, I am uploading every day, but I haven't been. So I need to get to that. I've been uploading kind of every other day, but I'm going to improve. And the room of improvement is the biggest room in the world. So I'm in there. I am following up the last upload where I started off giving homage to that eye candy behind me, the brotherhood of Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier. And in that first upload last couple of days ago, I focused on Harry Belafonte. I talked a bit about both of them in the beginning, and I will drop the link in the description box to that, so you don't have to go searching for it. But it was my last upload, so just slide to the left and click on that one. But for this one, I'm going to focus more on Sidney Poitier, rest in peace. So there we have it. Sidney Poitier, so let's see. Harry Belafonte was born March 1st in 1927 in Jamaica. And Harry Belafonte was born a couple weeks earlier on February 20th, same year, 1927, in Bahamas. Two different lands, but they end up not only in America, not only in the West Coast, in the same city, in the same field, and connect like knitted brothers. You know, this is what I say about happenstance meetings. When you meet a person and you're just connected at soul, it's a fire, it's a yearning, it's a desire. The friendship, the bond, the love, whatever it is, whatever type yours is. How fortunate to get that. So few people get that. So theirs is a miracle in friendship. That the universe brought them together, coincided them together, brought their worlds together and locked it in. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do that in our relationship? However, but I'm not talking about that today. Focusing on Sidney Poitier, rest in peace, who died last year, January 6th. He was very involved in civil rights. He was also one of the first he was the first black actor to receive an Academy Award in 1963 for his role played in Lilies of the Field. And it is a movie that you can watch over and over again. It's top notch. He also received an honorary Lifetime Academy Award, I believe, that Denzel Washington presented to him in 2001. And Denzel was so nervous about presenting it to him because Sidney Poitier was his idol. So here it is, once again, bringing two men together, or two people together, who are supposed to be together, who are meant to be together, and the universe, you don't interrupt that. You don't stop that. You don't block that. You don't interfere with that. You let that flow together. And how sweet it is. So there he is getting his award from someone who idoled him all of his life and is now an actor himself. So this is what I mean by passing it on, paying it forward. Being such a person that someone else wants to even emulate you is a carrot in your cap. So having said that, he also was known to love deeply. He had an ongoing, what they call fiery, loving, deep, passionate love for Diane Carroll, whom he never married. And both of them were married to other people at one time, but they seemed to have a kinetic energy that would bring them back together. And when she died a few years before him in 2019, it was said that he was extremely very sorrowful. So we love who we love. Yes? When the universe places someone in our lives, for the rest of our lives, who are we to define what that should look like? Who are we to measure that, to net that out, to go by these particular innuendos and block the natural flow of love? But there they were, all these years and after all this time. So there you have it. And then also to flower his achievements in acting alone. He had movies such as Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, where it was one of the first times a Black man kissed a white woman on TV. I mean, this is how out of touch we were at that time, but it was one of the first times that a Black man kissed a white woman on TV. So he was breaking records there. And then there was the movie To Sir with Love, which is just a wonderful movie. To Sir with Love. Heat Up the Night is one of my favorites. And I'm going to drop the scene, my favorite scene in the description box. There's this scene where he goes to a greenhouse, and I believe the character's name is Atticus, I believe, and he insinuates that maybe, where were you the night this man got killed? Atticus has the nerve to walk over to him and swap him and slap him, and Poitier's character turned right around and swapped him right back. You should see the butler. The butler goes, the butler is like, I'm gonna drop. That is my favorite scene. I can watch it over and over again. The butler is like, oh, and the butler walks out of there like it ain't not like, okay. So yeah, so watch that. I'll drop it in the description box for you, so you don't have to go search for it. I got you. I got you. And then so then lastly, I'd like to mention that in, or did I mention it? 2009? Then President Obama, but he's forever my president. President Obama Medal of Freedom for Sidney Poitier, and was extremely proud to pin that on him. And so that was wonderful. So, it's just a lot of things about this rich man. And one of the things that I love most also about him is this book that I have here. His book called The Measure of a Man. And he calls it a spiritual autobiography. Every man should read this, particularly every Black man. Because as we know, Blacks have a unique experience in life in general. I'm finding in life in general, Blacks have a unique experience. Black men in particular. So that means you're some kind of threat. Not that you're a negative threat, but the threat that if you're given a chance, an opportunity, an opening, that you will do just like Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier. You'll make it rain. REIGN, like a king that you are. You will be top notch, like the king that you are. It's something about our work ethic. And also there's this word, I love this book. There's this word that I learned from Sidney Poitier when Oprah Winfrey gave him a dinner, a private dinner, and she invited people who wrote in and wanted to be at that dinner table to just not only discuss this book, but to ask questions of him from it. And he used the word in that interview called effectuate. And I said, I know what effective means. What's effectuate? What does that mean? And effectuate means to make something out of something by which my efforts will produce something that I want. And I love that. To make something out of something by which my efforts will produce those things that I want. In other words, to make it happen. So make it happen. That career you want, make that happen. That love you want, make that happen. That relationship you want, make that happen. Whatever you want in your life that blesses your life. And that the universe was kind enough to give you an opening for that, make that happen. And I love you. See you next time. Bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. I will be uploading again very soon. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Bye.